Okay, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on so many levels. We're going to play Daggerheart. Had to remember for a second. We're playing Daggerheart on so many levels. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I am whatever it's called in this game. I don't remember. The director or something. The game manager. It's one of those. And our players tonight, I'm going to introduce you, but I want you to start by introducing your own character in terms of like what they look like in their basic deal, because it's been a little bit since we played this game. So I'll introduce you as a player, and then you introduce your character. First, Dove Archambault.
I am playing Kyria, a ranger from a place far away, drawn back to this place by her grandmother's compass.
And what's their look? What do they look like?
She is in pretty nice clothing meant for the wild, and yes, blonde hair, wields a short bow, yeah,
All right.
pretty fair skin.
Okay. And next, Nobilis.
I'm playing Bright, who is an old man with a bald head who is inexplicably devoted to the cult of the golden slime, a weird religion from underground uh, that he is trying to create an above ground branch of with uh, a little bit of success. But you can't deny that there's magic there.
Lee Burdett.
I'm playing Zeke. He is a fawn, whose day job is he's a shepherd. But his adventuring job, he's a druid. So brown hair, brown eyes with the little goat slit horizontal things, and really, really good at jumping all over the place and keeping his feet under him. And we'll see what adventures he has.
I'll win one of our races one of these days.
And last but not least, Paul Weimer.
I am playing Basileus, who is a Ridgeborn Dracona sorcerer, which means he's the Daggerheart equivalent of a Dragonborn. And he is the son of the butcher in town. So I have a 6-line thing to explain that. To everyone upon this earth, dinner cometh sooner or late. And how can one eat better than facing fearsome odds for the ashes of his campfires and the butcher shop of his villagers?
Oh.
Yes, I'm stealing from Macaulay. Sue me. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, yes, I'm playing very against type in this campaign. I'm not playing a cleric or a paladin. I'm playing a dragonborn sorcerer. Go figure.
Still Dragonborn.
Still Dragonborn, yes.
Still Dragonborn, yeah.
So, this game takes place in a setting where a peaceful little town is on the surface above a vast network of caves, which, once you go deep enough, once had this powerful magical thing called the lure that drew magical monsters down toward it and away from the surface, keeping the surface town safe. However, that magic has been fading, and you recently learned from the help of a wizard who keeps an eye on these things that apparently some weirdos in strange armor have apparently been stealing the energy from it somehow. Seems bad. There have been more monsters lately. It's a problem, and so you have all agreed to take the task upon yourselves to do something about it. Quote, trademark.
Right.
You have been on your way to Manchego Manor, which is one of the sort of respites of civilization in the shallow levels of the Plover Caves. And it is, in fact, where Bright is from. So you're hoping for a warm welcome there. But the caves are treacherous, even in these shallow levels. And so even though you managed to find some high ground to rest for the night, there was a strange flood that changed the terrain somewhat and drove some of the wildlife up into your camp last night. But you were able to dispatch them even if you were not able to harvest them from monster parts. Because, you went for the cinematic kill of knocking them off the cliff instead of allowing their body to stay where you could get it. Hey, sometimes you just gotta make the tough calls like that. But in any case, you then found that the rushing water had sort of carved a new crevasse in the path you intended to go. But your fawn friend managed to give you all magic that allowed you to walk along the ceiling to get away, get past this crevasse. And so now you are on your way towards Manchego Manor. You're getting close. And I know that what you know, Bright, is you're the only one who's been there before. You know that there is typically a sort of there's like a keep area that is pretty, well defended, well fortified, but, more or less people don't always stay in there, right? There's usually a pretty bustling bazaar type of a setup outside and, various villages and stuff like, village type stuff outside. Not everything is inside the walls, but as you are getting close to that area, following some of the signs that have been, carved in the walls to help you navigate through the caves, you are getting to the point where it is typical. You're in kind of a long cavern where you would typically expect to start seeing the glow of the lights of civilization at the far end of the tunnel that you're in. And often, especially if it's, during busy hours, you would hear activity. So when you're in this tunnel, usually you're seeing signs or hearing sounds of civilization already. But the end of the tunnel that you're in right now is dark, and the sounds you are hearing are not of, pleasant adversarial bartering. It is not of, children playing. It is, in fact, of like crashes and roars.
Oh my! My people are in trouble here. Let us make haste. and Bright increases his pace and hustles along, which means that he's going faster than a shuffle.
Okay, sure. So
Kyria,
oh yeah.
Kyria also sets up the pace, probably quickly outpacing Bright.
Yeah. Well, so the question then becomes, you know that you're close, but you're hearing sounds of trouble. Is the goal here just get there as fast as possible, or is there any other tactical?
Well, that's what Bright wants to do. He's worried that every minute counts.
If I can, I figure if I can get there before, early enough and stay out of sight, I might be able to, see what's going on before the rest
You're
get there.
you're probably with your ranger skills faster than the three of us. So go.
I think you can sprint ahead, but I guess the thing is that if everyone is hurrying to get there as soon as possible, I don't think you're going to get there way ahead of everyone. Unless you have some ability that specifically says that you're really, really fast.
I mean, I have a one thing, but it's a once per short rest kind of thing. But
so I think let's just go ahead and say you're all hurrying, and and certainly narratively we can still say that Kyria, what you see as you see first as you come around this corner, I'm going to put you all on a map.
Alright.
Um, that I'm having you at the bottom of this map, which suggests that there's sort of a stone bridge with some water there. But I'm saying that you're coming around the corner from the southeast on this map, if that helps make sense.
Okay.
So you see you're on the south part of the map. What you see as you look ahead is that this area that would normally be sort of bustling activity and lots of tents and stalls and everything set up is like a lot of it is gone, but what had remained has been destroyed and smashed. What you see is all over the place, there are dozens of weird little sort of, your first impression is of a spider-like creature, but they seem to have fungus growths all over them in such a way that it's not actually clear that they're even really what is this a spider with fungus on it, or is it some entirely different fungus creature? Hard to say from this distance, but there's a bunch. There are also two giant hulking fungus things that are currently with huge bulbous fists pounding on the gate to get in the fortress. And people make like what? I should have pulled up the skill list here. Think what kinds of checks and so on.
Is it
make?
perceive? Instinct is perceive, sense, and navigate.
Yeah. So let's have someone make one of those. Perceive.
I
Okay.
got a +1.
I've got a +3, and then I've got an experience of observant.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're the one doing it.
I think you're the one. Go for
Yeah,
it.
that's
Okay.
yeah.
You're the one
All
that we
right.
want.
While that's happening,
Da-da-da-da.
I'm going to use my Warlock Hope feature to spend 3 hope to gain 1d4 favor.
Ooh.
Okay. I
Okay.
rolled with fear, but it's a 20.
I only got 1.
All right, so I am going to increase my fear. I've got my little die here that I'm going to move from 8 to 9. But you spot that in addition to the, all of the creatures that I mentioned before, all the way kind of at the far side here, about midway up the map on the left-hand side, you'll see a little armored figure there. They're kind of not as necessarily obvious when you're looking at all of the chaos that's on the rest of the battlefield, but you definitely spot them and notice that they have sort of this weird, strange patchwork armor on what looks like an approximately humanoid sort of frame, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, so to speak, but there's no like exposed flesh to judge. But they are apparently unique on the battlefield. They don't seem worried about this. They seem like they're in charge.
Okay.
But it was a roll with fear, and so I'm going to say a couple of these little spider things see you and start in your direction. So even though most of them are still sort of participating in this siege, you have definitely been spotted by a couple of these things.
Okay.
Whoops. And I'm trying to remember how to run this game. There we go. So, yeah, forgive me. I should have researched this again more. I remembered where we were in the setup and everything. Were we was there an initiative or
No.
No.
right?
It's just
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and say then that some of these things are starting to head in your direction like you've been noticed, but I will still allow basically one of you can act first and that will kick off combat, assuming that that's the nature of the action you take.
I mean, if I see the spider things coming towards us, I would definitely fire on the closest one.
Okay.
So,
all right, go ahead and make your attack.
Critical! Dun,
Oh,
dun,
critical.
dun.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, that's one of those
Yes.
things. It's easy to forget at first, like you say, "Oh, this result is a 10,"
Yeah.
but oh wait, but it is a critical. So,
Yeah.
and the
So
critical is definitely critical, and then on a critical success is you gain a hope, even though like it would sort of
I
like
don't have hope
the blue color.
left to gain.
Okay. You do clear a stress as well. You gain a hope and clear a stress on a critical success.
That I can definitely use.
You do extra damage with your attack. So you're attacking
So,
this nearest one. And what does the attack look like? How much damage do you do?
oh, let's see about that. So that's 11 base, and isn't it the max of the dice added to that?
Um,
Or
yes. So it looks like if it's
so
2d6
it'd be
plus 6, then it would be 12 plus whatever the roll is.
11.
Yeah.
So it's 23 damage.
Wow. Okay. So
Mhm.
yeah,
It explodes.
Well, no, so, yes, but so these are actually minions. And so what that means is when you do overkill damage, it actually kills more of them. So what is your attack and how does it actually kill 3 of these things?
I think I yeah.
Nice.
I think that I have like I just have multiple arrows in my hand, and I just like knock and fire
Mhm.
uh all of them in quick succession.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so with a couple of quick shots, yeah, 3 of those things just get an arrow
Pew, pew.
straight through their heads, I guess. They seem to have weird bodies, but
Center of mass.
they are certainly destroyed enough by your arrow that they stop moving.
Yeah.
All right, and that was a critical success with
And
hope. So it's one of you gets to go next.
well,
Yeah.
so I have an ability called Ferocity. When you cause an adversary to mark 1 or more hit points, I can spend 2 hope to increase my evasion by the number of hit points they marked.
Um, minions, I think, don't work
You
that
don't think
way.
that would
So I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
minions count for that. So the little guys won't work for that. The others will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am just gonna go ahead and kind of move about there just to, get out of a clump.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So it's one of you again because there was
Mhm.
a roll with hope, or
Mhm.
with crit.
Anybody else want to take it? If you don't have an immediate idea, I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to move up. Is this like foundation of bridge there?
I'll say that it's
actually there?
let's say that it's kind of a cavern entrance. Is that between these two
Okay.
corners here? Is
Okay.
kind of where you're coming out of the cave?
Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, I'll take cover by like the edge of that cave mouth,
Mhm.
and kind of peek around the edge and take a shot with my wand at the remaining one that's noticed us.
Okay.
That is a 14 with hope.
Okay. 14 is enough. So go ahead and take your hope and roll the damage.
That's 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to end up killing another second one of these as well.
Okay. I'll,
Squish.
So, yeah. How does your
the sparkling ball of golden energy knocks out the first one, bounces off of it, skitters across the ground. Looks like it's not going to do much, but it rolls underneath the center one of this group over here, and then explodes, poof, and obliterates that one as well.
Okay. Quick question. I know I did deleted the others already. Do you guys prefer just deleting the token, or do you like put the X on them? Just
I
so
think
the
put
body's
the X on them if we're gonna harvest anything.
good.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So there was 3 more of these guys. Let me put them back on. Whoop. Just to reflect that they are still there. That is a great point. I think subconsciously that's why I asked, even though I didn't have it front of mind. But yeah, all right, you guys are on a roll so far.
All right. I think Zeke is all right, so here's what I've forgotten
Mm-hmm.
is how do you how do you know how much you can move, like the number of feet you can move?
So the it's a good question. So I was just looking this back up as well. The different ranges are, melee is within touching distance, right? That's you're
Uh-huh.
directly adjacent. Very close is 5 to 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
Close range is about 10 to 30 feet away.
And that's how far you can move without having to make an agility roll.
Right.
Okay.
Far
Well-
is 30 to 100 feet, and so it's again like you might be able to do that, but would have to make a roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
While a
pretty
character's in danger,
standardized.
yeah,
30
GM
feet.
might, yes. Well, I
Okay.
mean, up to that much, you could potentially do more, but might have to make a roll to see how it goes. And that doesn't
Okay.
mean that would take your action. It just means that there's risk in going that
Right.
fast.
Right. So I'm gonna whap Bass on the shoulder and make sure he sees the dude up there at the right. I think I tried to point him out to everybody.
That one?
No, that's
No, this dude
Yeah.
way on over yonder.
well, so that would be the left, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was confused. Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think if we take him down, all of these little guys will either be a whole hell of a lot easier or they'll go away.
I like that plan.
So that's where I'm headed. And it's like he's like way far away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah. So I can get about that far.
Mm-hmm. And again, you could go further if you were willing to make a roll.
Yeah. But let's see. Um
Pretty sure you're still out of range.
yeah.
Or
Well, again, everyone. So remember, I know we just came back out of Draw Steel, which is very tactical and
Yeah.
crunchy. But this one, I want to encourage you much more to really think of things more narratively and cinematically.
Yeah.
The role,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
the roles kind
I
of
was-
just adjudicate it.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I could like fire off a spell at one of these guys. Let me see how far that is. Wait a minute, where did I go? There I am. Sorry.
Mhm.
Like if I fired off a spell at this guy, I think he's within range of my vicious entangle.
It would be within far range.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that's all right. Come on, where did? So I want to move, but I don't want to be just like not doing anything.
So.
All right,
something.
so hold on.
And again,
And-
if your focus wants to be to move towards him, then why not do that? Don't try to be thinking of this as like tactical. Do what you want your character wants
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, well that's basically what he wants to do is restrain one of the big guys.
Okay. Yeah.
While he's still going towards it.
Okay.
So spellcast roll.
Mm-hmm.
And that is an 18 with fear.
Uh-huh.
Oh, more fear.
Yeah. So just double checking. To remind me what that does on a success. It is a success.
On a success, roots and vines reach out from the ground, dealing 1d8 plus 1 physical damage and temporarily restraining the target.
Okay. So I'm gaining a fear. Roll the damage. And then I was just double checking what restrained does.
And that's 3 damage.
I believe that it's something that they would have to, like, I would have to spend a fear or use
Yeah.
a spotlight to break out of it, I believe.
You can't move until this condition is cleared, but you can still take actions from your current position.
Right. So in any case, it is because so it is restrained for the moment. And you did the damage, which is what, 3?
3, yeah.
Okay, so a 3 on these guys is only going to be it's only going to be 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's kind of only annoying as the vines kind of scrape it up a little bit, but you do sort of get it all wrapped up in the vines. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, I think at this point, I've got my my leader up here. He has definitely spotted that there's some new adversaries on the field. He is going to let's see. I think he's staying where he is, but he is going to, like, he holds up a hand and you see some sort of like glowing dust coming off of his hand, and then you watch as, like, burrowing or maybe growing up out of the ground is a strange, like, fungal wolf looking thing.
Oh boy.
And it is going to immediately act. As part of the same spotlight, his move is that when I spotlight him, he can summon one of these things, which is also immediately spotlighted.
Mm-hmm.
And so this little fungus wolf is going to
Little,
take
the
off.
thing's 10 feet long.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. It's going to, you know what? I think, yeah, it's going to run like to there, and then, hang on, I'm trying to remember the minions. I think are in groups of 4, meaning if I want to spotlight, I move 4 of them.
Right.
And I believe that's how that works. Yeah. So yeah, when so the it's rushing towards you. I think I'm going to have it. Where is? I'm sorry. I've lost my my place where I had the notes for this guy's thing. There we go. Yeah, and then so it's running towards you, and I'm going to spend another fear to have the brawler here just go and pull out of the vines.
Okay.
The second one is just still pounding on the gate, and you're watching as, like, cracks are forming. It's definitely doing damage. This is not something where they are helplessly excluded. They look like if you let them go, they will eventually get through.
Oh, we're not gonna like that have that happen then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So back to you.
Right. I need control over my token, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Should have it now.
Now I have it. Okay. So I'm going to follow the lead of my old friend and move right to here. It turns out I completely forgot that my character is really designed as a close-up sorcerer. All my stuff is short range. I don't have anything long, which is very weird. I didn't remember doing that, but apparently I did. But I have a slightly different plan. So I'm going to create a minor illusion of a copy of myself to try to confuse that creature over there. Maybe he'll go after that instead of us immediately. So I need to make a spellcast roll to try to make this illusion. So and oh wait a minute, I need to do that and roll 20, not on my sheet. Sorry about that. So minor illusion. Give it a shot. DC 10. So a 12 with fear. That's
okay.
So I can make that within closes 10 to 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I want to make it illusion of myself right where I'm pointing there.
Okay. So I'm gonna copy your token and put it here, but with a little dot on it. That's
Right.
the fake one.
The illusion is convincing to anyone at close range or farther.
Okay.
So that's my hope is that big thing, and maybe the spiders go after that instead of us immediately. So play a little bamboozling.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have this image of you casting that illusion and then ducking behind Zeke. It's like, all right, all right. I'm really over there. Pretend like
Accepted.
I'm over there.
Accepted.
Yep, it's canon now.
Mhm. So I know that someone had. Let's see. When when I want to move an enemy a greater distance, like I think a single spotlight, they can move within a close. But I was trying to remember if because I know someone has looked this up for me before, how far a monster can move on a single spotlight. Uh, uh, because I'm not finding this. Is anyone have thoughts on this? Anyone can give me any information at all here while I'm trying to frantically look through the PDF?
Oh.
Okay. Um, all right. So I'm going to have to wing it here then because I'm going to say that I can.
An adversary can
Oh,
move
yeah.
within close range for free
Mm-hmm.
or within very far range as a separate action.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to first with this spotlight, I'm going to spend the first action to get him to here, and then another for him to get to the illusion. What happens when the illusion is interacted with when they get to melee range with it?
It just says it's convincing to close or further, so it's no longer
It's no longer convincing once they
no
get to
longer
close.
convincing. Yeah, they can figure out that hey,
Okay. So
they've
I
been
think what happens is it uses that second action, which I'm spending one fear for, which I'll do in a moment, but it like pounces and then like goes right through it, and then as it sort of skids to a stop, turns to look at all of the rest of you,
it's like
and then I think I'm actually going to spend two more fear to have two sets of the minion spiders start moving in your direction. And that is 3 fears total that I'm spending. And doot, doot, doot. All right.
I am going to use my warlock ability, Patron's Mantle. I'm going to spend one stress to uh, to take on an aspect of my patron.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bright's body turns into a still humanoid, but nevertheless gooey golden mass of slime. It doesn't require an action roll, so it's not going to transfer spotlight. I just wanted to get that done before
Mm-hmm.
anything else happens. If you don't have anything else to do, if you guys don't have anything else to do, I'm going to shoot at more of these minions.
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Okay. Wow!
Crit.
Whoa,
That
critical
is
hit.
not only
Critical
a
hit
crit,
with
but
double
like also,
12s.
yeah, like that's the highest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a hope. I also clear a stress, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, the stress
Yep.
you used
And
to.
my weapon does 2d6 plus 4 damage, so this is going to have a 16 added to it.
Okay.
So that's a total of 23.
Wow. Okay. So that is again
Does
going to
the
kill 3 of them.
does the
Yeah.
modifier get added twice?
Hmm?
Like the
No,
plus 4?
the modifier does not get added twice.
Oh, okay. So,
So so that you get if
oh,
it's
so it's not
2d6, yeah, then you roll.
does I go
start with
12
12.
plus 7, so
Yeah.
it's 19. It's 19.
Yeah, 19. Okay, so
Okay.
that is still 3 of them. The way
Okay.
that it works for them, these minions have 6 hit points, which just mean
Right.
6 like damage points, where
Yeah.
any damage
Yeah.
at all will kill one of them, and then
Okay.
levels
So-
of 6 kill more and more.
So that'll be the closest one, and this one, and this one.
Okay.
And this fortress is the uh, I'm going to look up at the walls and
Mhm.
see if I recognize any of the defenders.
Okay.
So I am running out 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running out this way. I'm a little back from the wall so I can see who's up there,
Mhm.
but I'm going to call out and see if I recognize anybody up there.
Okay.
Let me
I
make
think you probably don't have just the way that I was envisioning this. I know that we have as a map that it looks like there's just the top of these walls.
Oh, okay.
I
But
don't
this is all right.
I'm thinking that you don't have a lot of folks that are like not under complete cover from where you are.
Okay.
Because if they
All
weren't,
right.
they would be.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
That's not to say they might not be able to hear you. I just don't think you can see
Okay.
anybody from where you are.
I'll call out there's nothing here that really talks about languages. I guess everybody talks the same language. Zick, Bug, Took, Slugging. If anybody's up there, throw down a rope. And it's me, Bright.
All right. Okay. So I think the you make that that call, and we'll see what maybe
See what
develops
happens.
from that.
Okay.
But so that was a crit. So you guys still have the ball, so to speak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1, 2. And that's
Oh, I did.
good. I'm going to fire at the armor dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see that.
Okay. You have a far range attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, only a
That is
10.
that is it is with hope.
It is with hope,
So
yeah.
it is with 10. So I think that your arrow does reach its target, but I think that it's just like at this range you just end up glancing it off of a one of those shoulder pauldrons, and so it's not it's not with there's no damage resulting from this attack. However, I think that it is sort of like jostled and distracted briefly from what it was about to do. And so you have an ally who is able to make, another attack before it could do something.
Actually, on a failure, you get spotlight.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
oh,
You get the failure on the
okay.
spotlight and with fear.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Oh.
good point. Good call. So in that case, then you get your hope. That's what you get. Is that I don't get a fear, you
Yeah.
do get a hope, but I still, yeah. So never mind. It shrugs off the attack with its armor, and I think that I'm gonna first, like, the two bruisers up there seem like most of the attack is still focused on the fortress, but coming your way is you've moved up close, so this thing is going to come up with its first
Yep.
attack
Yeah.
here.
Dun, dun, dun.
And what? See, I keep turning away from my rules that let me know. I see. I did some bad setup here. Okay, this thing is this. Okay, so it's running in, and it is going to mark a stress, and making an attack against you. D20. It gets a 15 plus 2 is 17. And so
Hits.
that's against your evasion, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits.
Uh-huh. So, and this is a hobbling strike. And on a success, 3d4 plus 10 direct physical damage, which means direct means that you can't soften it with armor.
Ooh. ouch.
3d4 plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So likely to get into the severe damage range.
Well, okay, I guess it's still d4. So it's that's 15.
That is my severe damage threshold.
Okay. So severe damage threshold then, and so that's 3 hit points, which you cannot reduce by using armor. And you are vulnerable until you clear at least one, like clear 1 hit point. Because it basically, like, it comes in and it's got jaws that look like they're made out of some sort of like weird crystal, and it's just it grabs at your ankle and just shakes and tears it enough that you're kind of limping.
Wow.
And then I am also going to spend a fear for a second spotlight. I'm actually going to spend 2 because I'm just to get the second spotlight, and then with that second spotlight, all of the enemies within, all of these minions within close range, which I'm going to go ahead and say is these 5 here, are going to zoom in.
Oh boy. I don't like them at all.
Oh, they're all ganging up. Oh, I
Yes,
was
they are.
thinking one of them might come after me.
Well, they weren't. Yeah, they're they're they're
Ugh.
definitely hive creatures. They kind of do what each other are doing. So those have D20 minus 1. But I rolled a 17, so that's 17, or I rolled an 18 to hit, so that's a 17 result for the hit against your evasion.
Mm-hmm. That definitely hits.
Uh-huh. And then ooh boy, and then it's 4 damage each combined, so that's 5 of them.
That's 20. That's above my severe threshold.
Yeah.
So
so they're
Best
biting you,
press.
and you're feeling immediately the places where they bite are just sort of like it just hurts physically, but you're also feeling it suddenly get like inflamed and swollen, and you're feeling like a little woozy.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Well,
and let me go ahead and spend the 2 more fear that I spent for that.
uh-huh.
Only fair.
All right. Well, I'm going to mark a stress
Mm-hmm.
and engage a beast form.
Yeah. You could, by the way, the direct damage was from the wolf thing. These
Yeah.
spiders, you could use armor for that if you wanted.
Yeah. I probably will later, but at this point, I'm going to turn myself into a moose.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Before you take an action roll, I want to do something that doesn't require one.
Okay.
So I'm going to shout over at sorry, Dove's character that just got mauled
Curia.
here. Curia. Um Curia, may the golden slime be with you. And I'll spend a token to clear 1 hit point.
Okay, that is very nice.
Right. Which
And
will also heal you enough that you're no longer vulnerable.
yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I figured that was important to get out
Thank you.
before the possibility of the spotlight changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we are going to let's see, 2d10. All right, I'm trying to. Okay, so this is the strength roll, that's the damage roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use rampage
Mm-hmm.
to see if how many of these little fuckers I can squish.
Love it. Sounds like a good idea to me. They deserve it.
Because ow, and that's a crit.
Look at that. Look at that. That's a crit. Excellent. Yeah. So gain a hope, clear a stress, and then
All right,
tell
gain
me
a
how much
hope.
damage. Yeah.
Clear the stress that I took to get this thing, and then roll the 2d10 plus 4. That is
Wow.
18 on the die.
Okay.
Plus,
Plus 20.
4 plus
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
so
So
it's
wow.
42
22.
damage.
42 damage. That is incredible. Okay, so
Wow.
42 is more than enough to get all 5 of these guys that are right near you. I think, yeah. So tell me, I guess, first of all, what you turn into a moose,
Yeah.
and I think you are just easily, just immediately stomping all of these guys to goo. But I'm going to suggest a possible way that you would kill another 2 of them,
Okay.
even though they're far away, is that perhaps a couple of these guys, you're kind of like you getting them up on the antler and just like flinging them, and they like fly across and crush 2 of the others at a distance.
I will go with that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't get in the way of a moose, man.
A majestic moose.
Yeah.
Don't poke at it with an Interrospace toothbrush either.
Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and have these 2 closest ones.
It's squished.
All right. So, yeah, that worked.
All right,
Oh.
and
Who else wants to have a go?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a chance.
I mean, Basileus has you've
Yeah.
gone since Basileus
Yeah.
did, but
Yeah.
Huh?
but
let's have
up
Basileus
to all
give
of
a
you,
shot.
it doesn't have to be like
Yeah,
that. We can
Right.
we can
Well,
keep the focus on.
yeah, if it's better for you to go, Curia, than you go.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying I wanna get this thing that's biting me.
And
Well,
I
Basileus
understand.
has also got some powerful abilities too.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
But-
he's
but-
come
but-
up and join.
Really,
Come up
really,
and join me.
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
So who's going? You or
You.
me?
You are.
Oh, okay. There might be a ball hog. All right, so let's do some damage.
Yeah, you've got a
here.
range to get to that
Oh yeah.
I'm going to move to here. That puts me within very close range.
Yep.
5 to 10 feet. So I am going to show this creature what it means to face against a Dracona and shock it with my elemental breath.
Okay.
Shock, shock, shock. That's yeah. If I got
Shock,
closer, I could try to
shock,
put it on
shock,
fire,
shock.
but we'll start with the electricity. Let's see how that goes.
Mhm.
Oh, but I keep clicking on the thing and Demiplane, that won't work. All right, hold on.
When you click on the thing, it opens up a dice window in the lower left where you can modify it and then click.
Right, but
to
I
roll.
don't think it actually goes through to roll 20. I've only been able to do it if I actually roll it in roll 20. Anyway, so right. Where's my breath? There it is. There it is.
There we go.
So
That
that
is-
is a 19 with fear.
A 19 will certainly hit, so it is with fear. So go ahead and roll your damage for this success. But
So
yeah.
10 magic damage.
Okay. 10. Let's see. What's this guy's thresholds? That is a severe damage threshold for him, which is, marks 3 hit points. It is definitely like very wounded by that, but not completely down. I think you like char it with this like electricity breath, and it's like
Yep.
jerking and seizing, and it's all like singed and crackled, and then it falls sort of limp at first for a second, but then twitch, 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 twitch,
Mm.
and it kind of crawls back, climbs back to its its weird feet. Okay, I'm going to actually briefly request a brief bio break.
Sure.
I will be right back. Feel free to take a bio break yourselves if necessary, but I will be right back.
I'm going to refill my water bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. What's the name of the chain of restaurants from here, from this game?
The name of the it's in the restaurants.
All right, I returned. That was non-optimally timed, but I think it's okay.
Berries.
Berries, yes. This break was
then
brought to you by Berries, with
Yeah.
locations in Elmore and all through the Plover Caves.
And beyond.
Yeah, nice.
Berries
Okay,
goes.
so we finished with Basileus's lightning breath attack, but it was a roll with fear. And I think with this roll with fear, the leader here raises his hand once again, and another creature seems to burrow or grow itself
boy.
out of the ground. This one, almost like some sort of equivalent of a giant wild boar, but again, sort of made out of like fungus and rock and crystal.
Oh boy.
And that one is also going to starts running your way. And let's go ahead and just do one more with spend one more fear to get a few more of these things headed down your way. All right. Spotlight returns to the heroes.
Okay. I would like to try and shoot this thing off
Mm-hmm.
of me.
Yeah, sensible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm gonna, yeah, just gonna do. And
Okay.
15.
A 15 will be a success. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. And
Okay.
13 damage.
13 is enough that you finish this thing off.
All right.
Okay.
Yay!
So what I'm going to do is use my ferocity ability and
Mhm.
spend 2 hope. How many hit points did that mark? Would that have marked?
It only had one left. But yeah, it only had one
Okay.
left to mark. So
Okay.
that's
Well,
how much it would have been. It so like and it was an attack powerful enough that it theoretically could have marked more, but it did only mark one because that's all it had left.
okay. Well, I that yeah, I that raised my evasion by 1.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to now take my spotlight, have this guy running even closer in, getting closer
Oh.
in like that. I think that's just the
Gnarly.
regular spotlight. Then I'm actually going to spend 1 fear to have this big guy continue pounding on the gate there.
Mm,
Um, oh, you know what? I just realized I haven't like the last 2 rolls with fear. I didn't increase my fear, so I'm going to increase by 1 to reflect that I just spent 1 and would have gained 2 more, if that makes sense.
Right.
Okay, but yes, and so what I'm going to do also is I am going to start a little sort of countdown, a D6 countdown for. Where's my?
Breaching.
Yeah. I thought that I selected to bring a token on the screen, and I'm not seeing it show up. Huh. Okay, well, here, let me grab it from another screen real quick, and then I can put it on the... here we go. So I'm putting this little D6 up here, which I am now going to bring down to 5 because this D6 countdown has just been decreased by 1 as they're breaking down the door. All right. That is the enemy spotlight.
all right.
Who wants to go next?
That was a fun little
All right.
effect.
That was a boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a tool for that now.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a bunch of them in there. They're kind of neat.
Facilities?
Yeah, Nabil has gone in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you called I think I didn't ever sort of say as a response to you calling
Yeah.
out. I think you hear kind of like some like chaotic shouting in there, like there's people and they maybe heard you, but they're not really right now organized enough to have done anything in this round.
Me?
Okay.
Clear out the enemies.
All right. Did you want to take a turn?
Nobilis?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
I'm going to use Voice of Dread
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
the big guy over on the far side of the battlefield.
Okay.
Magically speak directly into the ears of a creature you can see to torment them with your words. Make a spellcast roll. On a success, they must mark a stress and become temporarily vulnerable.
Do you have a range for that?
It's a creature I can see.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say any range right here.
Okay.
So, yeah, like the golden slime does not look favorably on those who assail its sanctums. And I roll an 18 with hope.
Nice. So
Nice.
take your hope. That is a success. What does it do again?
It causes him to mark a stress and become temporarily vulnerable.
Oh, interesting.
Ho,
And
ho,
then
ho, ho,
I'm
ho.
like, and then I would like to spend 3 hope to do a tag team with um our archer there, Curia. And the way that form that takes is that uh he slings his wand at Curia's bow, and the arrow in her bow starts sparkling with golden light.
So,
Okay. So that lets you attack with an extra d6.
oh,
Actually, as I recall, tag team allows us both to roll,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's how the
and
tag
we
team
take the
works.
better roll.
Yeah,
We get to choose
no,
which roll to take.
You are correct. That is right. And then if it hits, you add the damage together.
Right.
So you both
Okay.
do your own separate attacks.
so I'm going to try and do a Ranger's focus roll on that guy.
Okay. Remember, so what with the tag team? If you're doing a tag team right now, you're both making an attack roll right now. You don't
have
get
to
to
make an
do a
attack roll.
separate setup roll first.
If you're
Yeah.
doing an action that requires a roll, then it can't be part of a tag team.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. So okay, you can't do a setup roll and then the attack roll. You can do an attack roll.
So part Ranger's focus, spend a hope and make an attack.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that
Okay.
works.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's vulnerable, so I get advantage. Right?
Is that the way it works?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what the
Very
vulnerable is doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying the d6 is because he's vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is a 16 with hope. So's yours.
Also 16
Okay.
with hope.
Well,
Nice.
16 just happens to be exactly his threshold.
Okay.
Or his, his
His
difficulty.
evasion.
So his evasion.
So
So
it doesn't matter which roll we use.
Right.
Right. So you between you would have, so someone spent 3 hope for the tag team.
Right.
Curia needed to spend an additional hope for their move, but now you both roll damage and we add it together.
Just
11 and 7, so 18 total.
Okay. 18 total is definitely the moderate is between, it's not the severe, but it's the moderate. So that's 2 hit points marked.
Okay, so that creature is my focus.
Okay. So I think that I'm going to spend a fear to interrupt.
to take the spotlight.
Yes. I'm going to actually, and I think, just taking the spotlight, he's going to shake off the vulnerability. And then that's all for that spotlight. So back to you all, but the strange sort of like how did it look on him when he was currently vulnerable from your special words? Your voice of dread. Does it look like he's got slime around him, or?
He's like in a golden goo that like restricts his movements, so that he can't.
All right. Well, so
take it away as easily.
He did sort of like shrug and struggle that off. But now it's back to you all.
All right.
So, Lee, you have something fun to do? Maybe take out.
No, I'm going to start running up to The
Gate crashers?
guys, yeah, the
Mhm.
crushers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want to sprint,
Yeah, go ahead and make an agility roll.
which
Okay.
is a 17.
I think that is going to get you up there, but because it is with fear, is that how that works?
No, it's
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's with fear. Yeah.
With fear, that ends the that
Yeah.
switch to spotlight.
Right. So that's where the risk comes in, basically.
Oh,
But you
boy.
you get there, but then you don't get to do your action
The
there.
bag.
All right. So I take my my fear. Um, I think yeah. You know what? Sorry, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Okay. So I think as you run up there, I'm going to have the two big things seem like they continue to ignore you, but I think these four guys here are going to come off of the wall to attack you.
Okay.
And so they're rolling d20 minus 1. Wow, okay, but a 19 on the die, so 18, and they do 4 damage each, so that's 16 poison damage coming your way.
Okay, so I'm going to use an armor slot
Mm-hmm.
to reduce that to 1 HP of damage.
Okay. And these guys, yeah. All right, great. And then I'm going to have spend one more fear to the one that I just got. There we go. To make the one of the brawlers hit on the door again, taking it down to 4.
Yeah, that's why I'm up there.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
I
no,
want
I know.
to see if I
know.
can distract
yeah.
him.
Yeah. Okay. That is the hero spotlight again.
All right. Who hasn't gone this round? Me and me. I
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
you could come up and take on this hog thing.
you mean this thing?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and turn my head and unleash some more electricity upon them. Or you know what? No. Let's actually go to here instead. Let's try something new and different.
Mm-hmm.
So I got
Yes.
my second level ability. I got second level. What engine found? We're going to try Cindergrass. Make a spellcast roll against a target within melee range.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna see if I can put them on fire.
Yes.
I love
Fire.
this. Fire.
That is a 19 with fear.
A 19 is certainly going to succeed, so roll your damage.
Okay, my
take
damage.
my fear.
There's 2 damages roll. Oh, why is there two damages? Oh, right. Okay, so
A D20? Wow.
yeah, yes. So so 19 damage, and now they're on fire.
Wow.
And they must take an extra 2d6 damage if they're still on fire at the end of their action.
Wow. Okay, so 19 is the severe damage above the severe damage threshold, so they're taking 3 hit points, and they're on fire.
Yep, I told you I'm all close range with this character. Apparently.
Yeah, no, I love it.
I burn and shock things if you get too close.
All right. Okay. So they're on fire, which means they take another 2d6 damage when?
If they're still on fire at the end of their action.
Okay, so basically, I would have to have either use their action or an additional fear to put it out, or they will take the extra damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but that was with fear. So I think on fire and not apparently over worried about that. It did take the damage. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like it cares. It doesn't have a lot of self-preservation in it.
Oh,
How's that?
fun.
Yeah, it's going to go ahead and attack you.
Of course it is.
I'm going to have it bite you. I'm marking a stress to make an attack against a target within melee
okay,
range.
okay.
What?
I'm going to mark an armor slot. Come on, how can I mark this armor slot? And
you hit the plus sign.
there it is. And it because of my runes and floating armor, it attacks at disadvantage.
Okay, wait. So what is making it attack with disadvantage?
I'm marking an armor slot on my special armor.
Okay. All right, cool. So I'm rolling the d20 plus 1 minus d6. So d20 and then d6. Wow, it was a natural 20 on the 20 plus 1, so it would be 21 minus the d6 makes it 17. So
okay, so it still hits me.
Okay. So that bite, I'm gonna have it mark a stress for that. Is gonna do 3d4 plus 10 physical damage. Wow, that's gonna be 20 physical damage.
Okay,
and you are restrained because it's got you clamped within its jaws while it's on fire.
Okay, that was major damage. Ouch.
Yeah.
Major or not severe?
No, my severe threshold is 22.
Dang. Wow.
That's because of
Well,
my
tanky.
species. Yeah, my species is tanky, even though I'm a sorcerer.
Okay.
Cool.
So that was
which is why you're comfortable being a range sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay, that was its spotlight. I'm going to go ahead and spend one more fear to have the bruisers keep pounding on the gate.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Back to you.
The hog thing needs to take a 2d6 damage, right?
You are correct.
Yes,
So
yes,
go
it
ahead and
does.
roll. You roll the 2d6 damage unless you want me to do it.
No, I have it on my sheet as a thing, so let's do that.
Okay, that is not above its first threshold, so it's only 1 hit point, but it does take that.
Okay.
How are you looking? How's Basilius looking?
I lost 2 hit points out of 6, so
Okay.
the third of the way down.
So basically, it wouldn't be an issue if I focus on the leader.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So yes, I will. I'm going to shoot at the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Get that. Get to the right spot. And it is not vulnerable anymore, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Oh,
that's
oh,
a
it's a
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Um,
sheesh.
Yeah, that's a heart attack. And they're like, oh yeah.
we should explain for listeners and watchers that in Daggerheart, a crit is when the dice numbers are the same no matter what the number is.
The two d12s are when they match. That's always a crit, regardless of what the number total would be.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
So
take your hope and mark it clear a stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely gonna take the hope. I don't have any stress to clear.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a thing. Wayfinder thing. Ruthless Predator. When you make a damage roll, you can mark a stress to gain a +1 bonus to your proficiency. In additionally, when you deal severe damage to an adversary, they must mark a stress. So,
Okay.
I believe what the actually added proficiency does is it add an extra die to
Yeah.
the
That's
damage.
that's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
yes. So that is 20 damage just from the roll.
Plus
And that would
18.
be plus 18.
Yeah. So definitely it is not above severe damage though. Well,
Oof.
wait, no, wait, no, wait. So 20 plus 18 is, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
Okay.
that'd be
Yeah.
38.
Yeah, so that is
So,
severe damage to them.
okay, so it needs to take a stress because I dealt damage to them for my focus, and stress from the ruthless predator.
2 stress?
One stress from it being my focus,
Okay.
and then a stress because I dealt severe damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You get a really solid hit with that arrow that time, and it kind of goes down on one knee, and it's kind of standing back up, but that was definitely hurt it for sure. You know.
I wonder if you're something we can eat.
Mhm.
Everything down here is edible.
If you're
Not
adventurous
necessarily.
enough.
Hey,
I mean, edible.
I'm a moose right now. A moose is edible. Edible.
Eat.
All right.
I
So
think
your
each to
heroes
go.
still have the spotlight following a crit.
All right, so I would like to go on a rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Go on a rampage.
Sounds about right.
Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna get all the little critters around me.
Okay.
So that
Oh.
is
So it looks like
an
it's
11
a 11.
with fear.
Uh-huh. That's a failure with fear, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
think
dear.
as you go to tromp around that time, these are just they're skittering around in between your legs too quickly, and you're just not able to sort of get at any
Correct.
of them.
Yeah.
They
Our
almost
luck
seem
had to
like they
turn
learned from the
sooner.
last time. Somehow, how could they? But they're just stupid little fungus creatures, right? How could they have
Stupid
learned
little
from the other ones? Huh?
Mm,
hive mind.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a new fear. Um, and that is back to me. This spotlight, the leader is going to withdraw.
uh,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying
That
to
is
figure out
why
how to reflect this on the map here. But I think that they are, they are running off into a distant cave. I am going to sort of just take them off of the map here, but we'll just sort of reflect that, how far off of the map they have gotten. So I'm not going to try to have us do the chase here unless someone is pursuing him off the map right
well,
now.
part of being a focus, I know precisely what direction they're in.
Okay, well you're watching him run down a cavern, so you know which
Yeah.
direction he's in. But how long
Well, I
does
mean,
the
like,
focus last?
it doesn't it doesn't give a time limit
I don't think that sounds right.
until its feature end, or you make it ends, or you make a different creature your focus. You gain the following benefits, and it doesn't give me an end time. Like, I can choose to end it as,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't say. It doesn't
Okay, yeah.
specify when.
Deadly focus? No, that's not what it is.
Ranger's focus class feature.
Until this feature ends. So there has to be something that
Okay.
says when it ends.
Until this feature ends. Yeah, I mean, no, I think that, yeah, I think, I, yeah, how does, but when do features end, though? Like, when it says until it ends. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, try,
I'm
I
looking
think,
through the.
okay,
I.
so we can
Oh,
maybe, yeah, move on for now and say that at least
yeah.
for the time being, it's not ending. But I think ideally, there's got to be something that causes it to end. It may be that it lasts for throughout, the end of combat and all that. But I think the language there suggests that there's other ways for it to end. So if we can try to figure out what that is, but right now it's still up. So that is the enemy spotlight for now. Is that the leader is running. The other creatures don't seem to be following immediately.
No, but they're still a problem.
Hmm?
Oh,
They
yeah.
are still a problem, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try to finish off this creature in front of me, so we can deal with
Okay.
that. So I'm going to try to burn it again, because that worked well the last time. It's
Mhm.
time for another Cinder Grasp attack. What? Why does it keep doing that? Anyway. So
Nice.
that
A 14
is
Nice.
is
A
exactly
14
its
with
difficulty.
hope.
So
Perfect.
it is going to hit.
Okay.
And with hope.
With hope. Oh wow. I rolled on 1d20 with 3. I rolled whopping
Well, I mean, you're
6
gonna
damage.
with a D20, it's gonna be really swingy.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did not swing well that time.
That's always going to happen.
So 6 fire damage, 6 fire damage, 6 magic damage. And they're on fire.
Well, they were already on fire, but they remain on fire.
They remain on fire.
Yeah. That is going to be still just 1 hit point for it.
Yeah.
And this one had a bunch of hit points. Is pretty tough. So it's still up and kicking and burning. And recall that you did that with its jaws around your what it's got.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I know
around
it's your strength.
I think it's. I'm imagining it's like around your shoulder.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna try and help him out by giving it a Zets with my
okay. By the way, to get unrestrained, you have to make a successful strength roll. So you did not do that at this time.
Yeah, my
It's
strength
fine.
is -1, so I'd rather
Yeah.
just kill it.
All right. So yes, is Bright taking the spotlight?
Yep,
take-
and I only got an
Mhm.
11.
Yeah, 11 is
I hit the
a
thing.
failure, I'm afraid. So you do get your hope, but
Okay.
I think that it's clearly like wild-eyed, like this thing is kind of in a frenzy at this point. It's also, you wonder if perhaps if its leader running is causing
A lot of control.
some chaos in its orders, so to speak. But it is, I think, you know what? I'm going to use my new spotlight to cause these guys to start moving in towards Bright. Let's see. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'm just going to spend 1 more fear to have them go ahead and make it all the way there to attack you, Bright.
Okay.
They roll a d20 -1. That's going to be 12 against
12. That is below my evasion.
Okay, well, they surround you and start trying to bite you, but none of them manage to sink their little pincers in yet. Okay. Spotlight back to you all. I think Zeke is the most is the one that hasn't, it's been a long time.
Let's try this rampage thing again.
Okay.
With feeling.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
that's an 11, but it is with hope.
Yeah, so
so at
once
least I
again,
get a hope.
you once again gain your hope, but yeah, these things are just they're like crawling up, like they're like hopping up onto your legs and then getting kicked away. They're skittering away, and you're just not managing to make contact with them.
Okay, I think. All right, no, that's probably not something I can do.
Mhm.
I don't know. All right, so here's my question.
Mhm.
It says that if I mark all my HP, I automatically drop out of beast form.
Mhm.
But does that mean that, or I'm forced out of beast form, but does that mean my HP stays maxed?
I mean this. Okay, I don't know. I can
It
look it
would
up,
seem to
but
me that just because you drop out of beast form doesn't mean you get any hit points back.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, while you're in beast form, your armor becomes part of your body, and you mark armor slots as usual. Marked armor slots remain marked. Um, yeah, it does not say that you are using, like, your beast form is not saying that you are getting like new. It's not like the old D&D version where you
Right,
just
right.
have infinite, or rather, new hit points in your beast form that are separate from your regular ones.
Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, but at least I won with, I didn't succeed, but I won with hope, so we still have the spotlight.
No,
So,
no, no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
no?
You gain hope, but I have the spotlight
Oh, okay,
because it's
never
a
mind.
Yes. So that is. Um, are you sure that's right, Novellis?
Yeah,
I think it
it's
probably
positive.
is, but
Failure or fear is the way
yeah.
the
right.
spotlight switches.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that it makes sense up there that the bruisers are gonna use another of their they're
Yeah.
continuing to break down the gate like they've been ordered to. I think at this time, though, um, uh, Bright, you do. I think I'm just going to head and narrativize this that one of the little spiders that's near you, you watch as it gets crushed by a big stone dropped on it from the wall, and you look up and you see. Who is someone who would have been like on guard duty and basically like this is the person who really tends to screw everything up when you give them a job they do it badly somehow, and it's like it's not that they're lazy or that they're not trying hard, it's just that just somehow they get it wrong every time.
Um, uh, Gutch.
Gutch.
His name is Gutch.
Gotch.
Okay. So one of them goes in front of you, but you look up and you see Gutch kind of peering over the wall, and he just goes, "Bright." But so I think I have a spotlight still. No, I used it with the bruisers attacking the gate again, so it is now back to the heroes.
Um, I'm surrounded, so I'm going to attack the ones that are right around me.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Stomp, stomp. Come on, stomp.
no, I'm using my wand still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Um, uh,
Zap,
where
zorp,
is that?
zop.
Where is that? Yep. There it is.
I have an improv show tomorrow. We might play Zip Zap Zop as a game. Yeah, everyone know that game?
That's just a 10, unfortunately.
Oh.
One with hope.
Unfortunately, yeah. So keep your hope, but keep hope alive. Gutch is here to help you.
Yeah.
But I think that on my attack, on my spotlight, I think this big warthog is going to try to chomp down harder on you, Basileus.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so that's
That
that's
misses.
only a well, no, it's just a 10, but with its modifier, I think is only one more. Um, yeah, so it's 11.
My evasion is 11.
So it
Oh,
does hit then.
Yeah.
It is going to mark a second stress to basically do its bite again. And with a successful hit, I'm gaining a fear because of it's got a feature for that.
Uh,
Um, and so it's rolling 3d4 plus 10 again.
oh boy.
Which is going to be 19.
That's more major damage.
Okay.
That's I'm 4 or
Um,
6 down.
yeah. So
yeah.
it and you may remain restrained. However, it is still burning,
So I
and
need.
it looks as though it is getting like frantic and frenzied now. It is vulnerable because it has used up all its stress, and it's like behaving erratically, but it does still have you in its jaws.
Okay, so it takes 10 damage from being on fire.
Uh, okay, hang on. I guess I just assumed that it was only going to get one more, but 10 is enough for it to be 2, which does actually destroy it.
Yay!
Good. Okay.
Fricassee.
Well,
I'm hurting.
Mm. So you watch as it chomps into you with the last of its remaining strength, but then the fire just takes all the remaining power out of it, and it flops down.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
And warn you that the gates are at 2 out of 6.
yeah.
yeah.
I would like to go ahead and shoot at the bruisers.
Okay.
Yeah, because that
Mhm.
is important.
Yep.
17.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
Which one are
Nice.
you shooting
Let's
at?
hope. I am shooting at the. Well, okay. Let me actually just make sure I
This one
clarify.
or
Okay.
this
Uh,
one?
There's only 2.
well, I have a feature.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold them off. Spend 3 hope when you succeed on an attack with a weapon to use that same roll against 2 additional adversaries.
Oh.
So
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
going to go ahead and target both bruisers and
Mhm.
I guess the minions, because why not?
Okay. And you just you roll the damage once and it just applies to all 3?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Roll good damage. That's not bad.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the bruisers, um 16 is going to do 2 hit points worth for them. For each of those guys. Did one of the bruisers already take 1?
Yeah, I think we hit one of them already.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one on the right hand side got
Okay.
restrained and took a little bit of
That's
damage.
right. I remember now. Okay. And then 16 is enough to kill 2 of the spiders.
Okay. So I imagine like 2 of these that are in a line just get 1 arrow, just
Mhm.
pin both of them to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. And then okay. They have a thing that they can do on a reaction sometimes, but that's not no one's within the range that would work for. You have to yeah, okay. Yeah, so in any case, that was a good attack. You did damage to lots of things.
Okay.
And you certainly the brawlers, these bruisers have like they've been attacked now in a way that they are they're not quite so single-minded now. They seem to be paying more attention to their surroundings instead of only the gate.
Okay. And that was with hope, so
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
yeah.
I do have a thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Why
see
don't
it.
you do it?
I'm going to drop out of beast form.
Uh-huh.
So whoop. And I am going to use my my conjure swarm fireflies spell. I'm going to spend a hope
All right.
against all adversaries within close range.
Okay,
So that
that's
is
gonna
10
be
to 30 feet away. So it's going to
Mhm.
be all of these guys like right around me.
Definitely, yeah.
Both bruisers and the little bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And what I spend a hope to do is to do 2d8 plus 3 magic damage to the targets. I succeed.
Okay. You'd probably still make a spellcast roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That is
24.
Nice.
24 with fear.
With fear, but that's still hitting all of these things. So you're definitely any amount of damage is going to kill these two that are right here, but with the spiders. But let's see how much more it might be.
And that is 13 points of damage.
13 damage. So it's still just going to be just the two spiders.
Well, hey, that's the two spiders.
Oh yeah. And then 13 for these brawlers is still just minor damage for them, but they're each going to take one. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if though you're allowing you to vault blah, blah, blah. Okay. When you succeed on an attack, is that all right? So I have this kick thing, but I don't know if that's a melee attack or if magic attack counts for
Does
it.
it say melee attack or does it just say attack?
When you succeed on an attack against a target within melee range, you can mark a stress to kick yourself off them, dealing an extra 2d6 damage and knocking back either yourself or the target to very close range.
I mean, it says an attack. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I am going to mark a stress
Mm-hmm.
to do that.
Yes,
Kick
go ahead.
myself off of this dude and mark myself like 15 feet away. So let me roll
Gotcha.
that damage.
Ooh.
And that is an additional 8 points of damage against this dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going
It's going to be one
like
more.
here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. Okay. I think that with that attack, they are going to turn their attention to you.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
going to use my spotlight to have this one. And let's see.
But at least he's not taking down the gate.
That's correct.
True.
It is true. That's this is the trade-off that you're making. And so I think it is just raising one of its gigantic sort of like fungus with like stones in it, giant fist. And it's 14 plus 2, so it's 16 against your evasion.
That'll hit.
Okay. Rolling 2d12 plus 3, is that right? Hang on, I got this. Yep. Poof. That's going to be 20 as it just like slams you to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I can do like 2 armor slots and only take
No.
1 HP.
You can only,
No.
you can only do one, yeah.
Okay.
One per
That-
like attack.
Yeah, that takes me down to 0
Okay, so
HP.
that is where we need to make a move, right? First of all, also
Yeah.
this thing has momentum, so when I make a successful attack, I gain a fear.
Oh, great.
I also didn't take the fear when when you rolled with fear. So now have that set. But so when you drop down to 0, you have the various choices, right? Whereas these Um,
You can
yeah.
go.
So so you have to make a death move, which is Blaze of Glory, which of course you would one action that will automatically critically succeed, but then you would die. Avoid death, which means that you're going to avoid death and face consequences, temporarily drop unconscious, and then the situation will worsen in some way. And or risk it all, which is to roll your duality dice. If the hope die is higher, your character stays on their feet and clears an amount of hit points or stress equal to the value of the hope die. But if the fear die is higher, your character will die.
Oh God.
I think that I'm pretty attached to Zeke. I'm going to avoid death.
Makes sense. Yeah. And so I think in terms of the situation here, you know what I'm going to have to do, and I hope that it won't feel like cheating your character, Kyria. But I'm using this specific mechanic of the situation gets worse to say that your focus somehow dissipates.
I mean,
like somehow this leader has managed to shake it off in a way that you probably don't understand.
how about this? I see uh
Zeke.
Zeke go down,
Mhm.
and that just shatters my focus.
Okay, yeah, that works. I'll allow that.
Okay.
So now it has run out of sight. You saw which way it went, but you no longer have any kind of a magical tag on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeke.
All right. So that is the enemy spotlight.
Okay. Who hasn't gone this lately?
I
Me
Right?
and right?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I mean,
I'm willing to go running into combat to try to save my friend.
Yeah,
unless
why don't
have
you go
some-
do that?
Okay, that's what I'm gonna go do. So let's go do that.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to spend 3 hope to do a tag team with you, and so I throw a blob of golden goop um, out of my wand. It lands on you, and your hands are now covered with empowering golden ooze.
Okay, so I move to here, and then I just use that and my breath to kind of like use goop and electricity on this thing that has felled my friend.
Love it.
And we'll see if that does. All right, so we both roll, right? We
Yeah.
both
both
roll the
roll,
attack.
yeah.
Yeah.
We both roll the attack. All right, so let's do that.
Okay. One of those is a crit, so that's I'm guessing.
Gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. Still pretty good, but I imagine you want to take the credit.
Yeah, let's take the credit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think that means. Do you both take the hope? What does it say for tag team? Does anyone have the rule up?
I think the one who initiates it takes the
hope and clear the stress.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me. Okay, so we got 12 damage from. Well, actually, because it's a crit, both of you
Yeah.
should get crit damage.
Yeah, so that's
Which-
24 for me.
24 plus would be 3 plus those are what, D8s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
So
19.
yeah,
yeah. Wow, I rolled 3 on 2d8.
19 plus 24 is
Is,
you know,
43.
43.
43. Yeah, good. 43 is pretty good. Is definitely severe damage for these guys. And describe how this empowered tag team attack definitely just takes down this bruiser.
Basically, that goop gets basically charged with lightning, and it kind of like it's kind of like the electric version of napalm on the thing. It just coats it in the,
Mhm.
in this golden goop, and it basically shocks it till it falls apart. Yeah.
right. Well done.
If
So,
I may, I would like to take go after the last bit bruiser.
mm-hmm.
Go up to go to there to make sure I'm well within range, and just and
Mm-hmm.
15.
A 15 is a success. It's a success
Okay,
with
good.
fear. So I'm going to take the fear, and it'll be my turn next. But
Yeah,
you get to do the damage.
I'm just yeah. Okay. Cool. 17.
Okay, 17 is moderate damage for that thing. So you're doing mark 2 hit points off of
Okay.
it. It is wobbling or staggering around. It looks unsteady on its giant fungal feet, but it is still up. And so on my spotlight, I think it staggers. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna like a stagger forward. I think, kind of almost like tumbling over its fallen companion to make a fist attack against Basilius.
Oh boy.
Uh, these guys.
You know, I'm gonna mark an armor slot to make it. It's a disadvantage.
Okay, great. So it's got d20 plus 2 to do right command. Wow. Okay, that's a low roll. That's only a 7. So I think it trips over its colleague. I didn't even roll the disadvantage die on it. Let's d6. So so actually it would have been a 1 result.
31.
So I think that it ends up stumbling over its companion, and it sort of like falls prone basically at your feet, and it is like its giant fist like slams and makes a little crater in the dust next to you.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and call it being well, I don't know. I was going to say I'm going to call it being vulnerable. That it falls prone, but it is my. So I just used my spotlight. So yeah, it's vulnerable. Because it like fell on its face.
Get it, Basilius.
Okay. So I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to burn this thing with a cinder grasp. Why not? All right. So vulnerable gives me what?
Advantage.
Yeah, so you roll a d6 in addition to your normal roll, and
there's a button on the die roller.
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had a chance to actually use this before. Oh, let's go for it.
Look at
That's
that.
21 with fear.
It's with fear, but it is a success. So go ahead and roll your damage on it.
16 fire magic damage.
Okay. So even though this is with fear, you are going to finish this thing off. What is your coup de grace on this prone mushroom titan look like?
I am just so pissed. I just stick my hand straight into the creature, and the fire spreads from my fingers, and basically kind of like a wave, like the Genesis wave in Star Trek 2, goes all over the creature to leaving only ash behind.
Nice. Okay.
I roar.
Yeah. Nice.
Anger.
So my suggestion here is, because there are only minions left, I'm going to just go ahead and say, I want each of you to give me a brief sort of vignette montage image of you contributing to fighting off the remainder of these little spider minions.
So
we're not going to do rolls. We're just tell me what it looks like when you help kill the remaining spiders.
Yeah, Kyria is just gonna do as the spiders start coming towards, she's just gonna Just
Describe it for the
just
people who might be
just
only in audio.
just shot after shot, just
Okay,
you know take them out one by one
great.
per portion.
All right. So I think that as the I think as you are doing that, as you're doing the mop up, that is when the gates do open. And they're having to be very careful opening them because they are damaged, right? Like they're trying to not damage them further. But I think you do gain a little bit of help, from like I I think that this place is not like they don't get attacked very often.
Yeah.
Right? Like the fact that they have this sort of keep fortification thing is almost more of like it's a it's a testament to older times when it was more dangerous
Hmm.
in here. So there are people I think who's like it's like sort of a town watch when like it's
Mm.
almost like being a fire marshal, right? It's like well, you know you do weapon training on the weekend, and if there's danger, you're supposed to help. That's basically the level of militia this place has got. But as it becomes clear that the victory is won and it's just now about cleanup, they do emerge. Um, and then, was it Gutch? Is that what you said? Gutch? Gutch?
Gutch, yeah.
Gutch. Yeah, so I think, like he, um, uh, as all this happens, you hear him say, Bright, Bright, I got you. And at this point, he lowers down a rope for you. Meanwhile, like the other people, like the militia, are coming out and just kind of doing a quick perimeter check, looking at the damage from outside and helping make sure that everything is actually defeated. But he's giving you the thumbs up as he's got a rope held down for you.
Give him another thumbs up and yeah, and like thanks, you can pull it back up.
Oh, oh yeah, okay, I can do that too. Yeah.
Going over to the gate.
And then I think that you hear as he moves like out of sight back atop the wall, you hear what sounds like a bucket and then a clattering like clunk, 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 clunk. But so as the militia comes out, who is like in charge of Manchego Manor these days? Because you were born here, but like your cult is not like they're not the owners of Manchego Manor, right? Like they just have a temple here, right?
Yeah. So who's in charge is an an old lady goblin who is the only reason that she's in charge is basically because she's older than all the other ones and kind of wilier and adept at playing others off against each other and and um and uh, uh and just like holds court from her like um uh, uh, uh palace, so to speak, deep inside the the manor, and she never comes out. People are summoned
Yeah.
to see her.
So I think that while you've got some of the militia here, which is I think a variety of ancestries, and there's a lot of like relief and cheer and thanks, and like they're trying to like check to see like there's people already looking into like how can we reinforce or repair the damage that's been made to the gate here. There's so a handful that are really all business, but definitely you've gotten a lot of thanks and praise from these militia. But then all of a sudden there's a like a young teenage girl goblin who who runs out the gate, clearly like out of breath, and she's like, um, uh, so now that everything's safe, she wants to talk to you when you can get back in there. Should I tell her you're coming?
Oh, absolutely. I look forward to speaking with her again.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. She turns and she's like, oh, okay. She's like running back in to.
Julia is
Yeah.
picking up Zeke
And
Oh
carefully.
yeah. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
Zeke, I think, now that we're like out of combat, if someone wants to do like an actual healing, we could. But I think we could also imagine just like, throw some water in your face.
Right?
Oh,
you all tell me. I shouldn't.
I'm going to use my remaining inspirational words token to give her a clear hit point if that's
All right.
if that's allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because normally,
Oh, yeah.
normally it can be used on somebody who is down, but
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say that well, I'll
that'll
allow
get
it
you
here.
back on
So
your feet.
yeah. So I think that the militia start like they start with these little fungus spiders here. They're clearly just like grabbing them and starting to put them in a pile, kind of like they've done that before.
Okay. Well, we definitely need to harvest them. I mean, I'm still carrying some acid slime. So I can't take another ingredient, but
Yeah, we definitely want to get the boar and the wolf, and maybe some of these spiders and the big guys.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, I think it looks like the militia is just sort of rounding them up and putting them in a pile. They haven't touched any of them, but the spiders so far. What do you tell them something?
Yeah. Hey, can we mind if we harvest off of these? Like go to whoever seems to be the leader.
It is as these were according to Manchego Manor custom. We are, because we killed them. We can eat them.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
I want to know.
Unfortunately, that also applies to any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that. Yeah. My first thought here was that. I think that their first reaction is they look a little bit appalled, like, you want to eat these things? And it's not, I think that the people from Manchego Manor would be appalled broadly at the idea of you harvest parts from things that you would find down here in the caves, right? That's ordinary for them. But they do seem, at least initially, like they're surprised that you would want to eat these things. But
you would be surprised at the culinary results. We've eaten before.
Well, I think that you may find that these little spider critters are poisonous. I mean, if you think you can figure out what to do about that, then I guess by all means. I mean, we'd be interested to know because we've had to burn a lot of these little suckers.
I mean, we've eaten ghost scorpions, so I think we can maybe figure out some use for them.
I mean, if nothing else, we might be able
we're gonna go after the big monsters first because those tend to be the better parts.
More meat.
We don't know about those. Those are new.
Okay.
We've been fighting the spiders. They've been attacking lately, like Bright. I mean, we've had to stay inside the walls last couple weeks because these spiders have been showing up and then coming in increasing numbers, but we had always been able to just keep everyone inside from the walls, and then they couldn't, make much headway through the gates. But today, thank goodness you came along, because those big things were gonna. I mean, look what they did, and they're gesturing up, and you can see that, like, the hinges are damaged, the frame around the gates is definitely like cracked, and it's going to require significant repair to be back at full strength again. And that's just like assuming that these things, if they could send more, then they could just do more damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Could Kiria would like to look at the spiders, see if there's like, perhaps a way to poison weapons or something with it, with the
All right.
material.
What sort of skill do you think that would apply to?
Well,
Analyze.
yeah, yeah, analyze, and I, I think I would like to use my huntress talent on that.
Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to. Where is it? Are you so? Is this
Like a knowledge roll with
Yeah, I think a knowledge roll is what makes sense, but if you have a skill, then obviously you can have that apply.
Yeah. Okay. So knowledge.
Which huntress is the skill that you're having
Yes.
apply there? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look at that. That's a crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things that you can harvest from them as an ingredient will be it will go in an ingredient slot just like your other cooking ingredients, but that ingredient is going to be like a special one that you can consume, or like use it to gain an extra d6 poison on your weapon attacks for a single combat. Like one use of it will apply to your attacks for a single combat.
Okay.
And that will so that is like one possible thing you could harvest from these spider critters. The other thing you learn with a crit is you are able to look through and do an assessment of these things and see that they are a little bit hard to get parts from, because you can see that these little threads of poisonous material do kind of run throughout the body, which means that if you were to just sort of haphazardly try to eat, like, the sort of the fleshy bits of it, you would certainly be at risk of poisoning yourself. However, skillful harvesting could potentially gain some ingredients without being poisoned.
Yeah, I would, and this information I would absolutely share with share with the militia, because even if it's just something to use against other monsters, it's good for them to have.
Yeah. I think the thing that you discern, though, is that it's kind of like the classic pufferfish sushi situation, is that you almost don't want to recommend it, because if they can succeed if they are very skillful, and if they don't succeed, they will be serving poison and might not necessarily know. Yeah.
I would let them know that they can use it as poison on their weapons against, like, arrows or whatever, against others.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Other creatures.
Yeah.
Because
I think
that's easy.
You will also be confident that the poison is not going to be any good against these spiders themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anything that would do poison damage is not probably going to be subject to this poison. But in any case, yeah. So, So you tell me what you're wanting to, harvest. Like, assuming
Well,
that you're doing that right now. I
I
mean, it
cannot
seems
find a
like
reference that says how many ingredients we can actually
It's
carry.
the highest trait you have, right?
yeah. So whatever your highest trait value is, that's how many you can
Okay.
hold.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and you know what? I wonder if that's too much. No, I think that's fair. I was just gonna say because it could make it be an inventory item, not an ingredient. But I think in this context, it makes sense for it to be and go in an ingredient slot in that way.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is this called? Funk?
Um,
Yeah.
fungus funk.
Fungus funk?
Yeah,
Or just fungus for short.
fungus.
There's
Yeah.
a fungus amongst us.
Well, it is called fungus funk. You can abbreviate that however you like. Um, yeah, so I think that the fungus funk is poisonous. Now, one of my favorite bits of the Wes Anderson movie, The French Dispatch, involves a chef who, in order to escape a deadly situation, ends up cooking some poison food, but in order to, um, pass it off, has to eat some of it himself. And when he's commenting on this later, he observes to his own wonder that the poison had a flavor that he had never tasted before. And he has kind of
Bitter?
complicated feelings about that. And so I think it was just the sort of reflection of like, I don't know, maybe it would be an interesting taste, except for the part that it makes you vomit and maybe die. So, take that into consideration.
Yeah. So
It's like
I
eating
named
something
it.
you're allergic to.
Yeah, I named it Fungus Funk, and in parentheses Funkus.
Sure. All right. So, I think as you are maybe getting ready to start looking more at some of these other creatures to scavenge for them, the teenage girl goblin comes back. She's like dripping with sweat now. It's like, I thought you said you were coming. I told her you were coming. Please, she's so mad right now. Please.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She sits down and like
Exhaustion.
says, yeah, you know what she's.
So I will lead the party to her.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yes.
who is shall remain
Yeah.
nameless.
Well, I don't know that she necessarily must remain nameless. I mean, I think that could be kind of funny, but it also seems likely that she would have a name of some kind.
Lady Manchego.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, so she is the Lady Manchego, but that's like a title, right? Because I
Yes.
think you established she's in charge just by having outlived the previous people in charge.
Yes.
And so the Lady Manchego is the title as opposed to whatever her previous name would have been. However, that is what she wishes to be addressed
Nobody
by.
remembers that name.
Yeah. So I think I want everyone else to come up with a detail of what the Manchego estate looks like, because we've got like a little sort of village around it, even within these walls. But then what's the actual, like, the manor part of Manchego Manor look like?
Well, first of all, it's scaled for goblins.
Okay.
So getting around as a tall person can be a little more
Risky.
difficult. You're going to bump your head. You're going to be kind of Gandalf in Bilbo's hole, sort of situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest, just as an add-on to that, that
Uh-huh.
there are a few rooms that are designed to be in a standard manner that we might think of as the big impressive rooms with very high ceilings, and those are just like standard, 9 or 10 foot ceilings.
Any place there would be pillars. They're like stalactites and stalagmites that have met.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
if not actual naturally forming, they're
Mhm.
carved to look like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
Lee, Paul.
I think
You know,
the grounds outside
Mm-hmm.
the manor have rock gardens
I like
with
that.
and there are
Xenoscaping?
but they don't it's like a zen garden, but instead of the rocks being uh done by a rake, they're done by little pet hermit crabs
Hmm.
that have burrowed inside the rocks that have fallen, so they have like these boulders instead of a shell that they've burrowed inside, and it's their tracks around the rock gardens, these like pebble things that create the designs.
I like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. So goblins are very much creatures that, for their size, like verticality. So there are plenty of staircases, little platforms, overlooks that a lot of the space, a lot of the rooms is taken up by things that go up above the floor. So you could see goblins hanging over rafters, or sitting on a ledge reading a book or what have you. So there's not as much open space on the floor because lots of stuff is staircases and other ways to get up to little platforms and
Yeah.
side things where they can perch basically.
All right.
So I
Something
got I got a duck.
I would
I
like
got
to propose. Um, a lot of the more common fabrics in here are made out of woven fungus fiber.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
To the point where, if a goblin gets hungry, they'll just start chewing on a blanket.
It's a meal and a comfort at the same time.
Hey, these
And they
goblins
have
really
to
know where their towels are.
Hmm.
Exactly. The hippie fruits.
They ha-
So I think you are you are escorted in once you like arrive at the front of the manor, and you're brought to the ladies' receiving chamber, and there it's not like a throne, but it is a big fancy chair. It's like it's at the head of a big table as opposed to like up on a big dais or whatever. Um, it's still kind of where she kind of like clearly holds court. So she's sitting there. She's got like a walking stick sort of across the arms of the chair, and she uh, welcomes you all in and says, "Come in, come in, come in. I'm sorry that Darla did not communicate to you the enthusiasm that I had in speaking to you urgently. My apologies that this was not made clear. I will see that she is educated in how to carry out my instructions promptly."
I'm sure. Well, I'm pleased to see that everything here in Manchego Manor is still secure and well governed. And Bright gives a respectful bow. Um, we have come seeking after um, uh, well, a way down deeper to find the lure, which I'm sure that the wise Lady Manchego is aware of. And
So you're clearly buttering her up
oh
here,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I
Oh
think
yeah,
this
big
is.
time.
You're also in a position to be doing so with advantage because you just helped save the
Yes,
the manor. So go ahead and what is it like? It's
presence.
presence roll with
Okay.
advantage, and then if you have an appropriate skill, you can apply that
I
as
think
well.
I'm also going to use the Underworld Scholar
Mm-hmm.
There you
experience.
go.
Yeah.
Um, so making a presence check with advantage and an extra 2 on the roll.
Wow. Wowie, wow, wow.
Damn.
That
32
is,
with hope.
yeah,
32.
that's incredible.
Total
Uh,
hit.
I think that she, yeah. So, like, what's kind of sort of the finishing point? Because she's not interrupting you. So
Yeah.
go ahead and like, what's kind of your final beat on your little speech here?
Um, uh, I came to here to, first of all, to check on you, of course, this being my original home, but also to seek what sources we can find as far as maps and guidance, information about delving deeper into the dungeon as we seek after this. And well, I also am making my own personal pilgrimage to see if I can find the golden slime.
Right. When you left this place, I know that you saw it as a mission to expand your temple's ways to the surface. But somehow I knew that your true destiny would lie further below us, rather. And your return here today at such an auspicious time does tell me that I was right all along. And because I am so pleased by confirmation of my rightness, I will support your endeavor. I will grant you what rest and resources we can provide here at the manor, and knowledge and resources for your trip. And you and your party certainly deserve some sort of reward or whatever from, defending our gates and the like. Obviously, I think that's appropriate. Let's see. And she kind of just like turns and gives just sort of like a come here gesture to one of the
Attendance.
yeah, one of the attendants who brings over kind of like a little like ledger book, and she starts like flipping through it. Let's see. And so I think what we're going to have here is we're going to roll on the loot table.
Okay.
You're going to get a rare thing. And we'll find out what it is. So I want someone to roll 4d12, and the total of that will be how we discover the table result.
Should I roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You,
You
you're the
got a
talker.
32 on the
Yeah.
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 That's a 27.
27. Oh boy. Okay. This is
It's about average.
it's a glider.
Oh, why?
While falling, you can mark a stress to deploy this small parachute and glide safely to the ground.
That sounds like it. Given what that map looks like, it might be quite useful.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She says, yes, so I will see fit to bestow upon you. Do you have a team name or something?
Do we? I don't remember.
I think you were going to the
No.
Golden Nuggets, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes.
golden nuggets,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are the
Yes.
Golden Nuggets. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
found,
the
I found it
Golden
on
Nuggets.
notes.
Yes, the Golden Nuggets. To the Golden Nuggets for their bravery, their heroism in the defense of Manchego Manor against hostile funguses and the like. The glider of Galumfra.
Nice.
I think we've got it in one of the back bedrooms somewhere. Yes? Yes. Well, they'll have it. They'll bring it out for you.
Excellent.
So I'm told also that you believe that there is some useful parts to be gleaned from these creatures. What else can you tell us about these creatures? They are new to the area. They started showing up a few weeks ago, and now it seems they have new friends, more powerful ones that they are bringing to bear against us. What do you know about these creatures?
Just what we learned from examining their corpses and what we saw in fighting them. Their leader, that armored creature, certainly seems to have a great deal of more self-preservation than the other ones did, and there's this fungal growth that it seems to, you know, seems to pervade their bodies, making it well, unpalatable for under those circumstances.
Yes, I did examine the spider creatures and found a way of extracting their poisonous nature to uh, so that it can be applied to weapons or other such damage-causing devices for future combats. And I did instruct your militia on how to extract that.
Well, that is very kind and industrious of you. Cunning, even, I might say. Do you suspect that the increasing presence of these things, is it in fact connected to the weakening of the lure?
I honestly do believe so, and in more than one way. I think that the armored being was that was present is one of the creatures that was seen draining the lure, draining the power of the lure.
It might be directly connected.
Yes. And so either
she's turning like to the attendant next to her. Like, did we know about that? What is seen draining the lure? What is this? Tell you will tell us more about this.
The wizard Balthazar informed us that he had seen a group of strange.
She's been hanging on your every word, Britt. As soon as you say Balthazar, there's a little bit of a oh. She's still listening, but her facial expression definitely changes too. Like she's gonna take anything Balthazar said with a grain of salt.
Well, we encountered him when he came into the berries in town and said we're all bleat. And after some convincing, we told him that he told us that he had observed through his his system of looking glasses, that he had observed a group of strangely armored creatures approaching the lure and then draining magic from it.
We have heard reports of people seeing strangely armored creatures lurking in the shadows here and there down further in the caves, but this is the first time one has been seen at this level of the caves. We have been dealing with infestations of these spider creatures for some time now, but the full-out assault today does speak of intelligence and strategy. And then, there's the armor too, which is kind of a giveaway.
Yes. And my guess is that its control over these creatures does not extend far enough that it can have it can direct such an assault remotely.
Well, to be sure, you will find that Manchego Manor is welcome. It is welcoming to you. It is a place of respite for you while you are here. You will find that your every need is seen to while you are here. And when you are ready to depart on your greater quest, we shall see you off with supplies and resources and our best wishes. Bright, you probably also will wish to check in on your temple. I confess, you know that my opinion of the temple has always been one of bemused skepticism. But I have to say, having mana saved in a dark hour by a representative such as yourself returned to us from the surface, that's not nothing.
You know, my opinion
Great,
of the golden
our
slime
great
is,
thanks, my lady.
Yeah,
my
I bow.
opinion of the golden slime is still forming, but I cannot deny its the effect Bright has upon the world.
Saved my life just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. I shall read a pamphlet or something later.
Very good.
Before, I suggest while you're in bed with a nice nightcap.
Is there a need for you to inspect the creatures further? We've had them being burned up to this point. But if you believe that studying their bodies will be of use to you, then I can make them available.
I definitely would like to study the other creatures
Especially
besides
the
the
larger ones.
Yes.
Well, I would invite you to do that quickly so that we then may close and reinforce the gates once more.
Absolutely.
And then while you are here, you may go where you like within the manor grounds in the village, of course. And, obviously, be nice. Not that I would expect anything else. I'm just saying when I say you can go wherever, you need to take that in the proper context. Be respectful. That's what I'm saying. You know this. What am I going on about? Not like Darla. That girl. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. Anyway, if you have further need of my attention, do let me know. Otherwise, thank you. You have saved Manchego Manor this day, and I believe that you are destined to do yet further greatness in the days and weeks to come.
We hope to continue on and make your hope true.
Wonderful.
And I think we're gonna go in. We dismissed. We're gonna go in.
Yeah. I think as you're leaving the little audience chamber, you hear her just saying, "Do we have any more of those little cakes?" All right.
Was that a reference to something or just a random
No,
thing?
she's just
The random old lady, you know.
yeah,
Okay.
she's on to more important things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tea
Yeah.
cakes. Tea cakes are very important.
Yes. Okay.
So I think then do we want to you can go back out and try to scavenge from these things, although like they're probably
Yeah.
gonna feed you
Oh
here.
yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yes.
obviously,
But
if you-
having some ingredients.
having ingredients, absolutely, I completely understand.
Right.
I'm just saying, that keep that in mind. Trying
Waste
to
not, want not.
where is there we
Yeah.
go, beast feast ingredients. Excuse me.
So how many ingredients we can get from a creature depends on its hit points.
Yes, and I was pulling up my notes about that. So first of all, let's yeah, so tell me, I guess, what you want to sort of focus on, because obviously you all uh I think that you killed enough stuff here. You can probably all get to where you're fully stocked on like how much you can carry.
Now, how much
Well,
can we carry again?
we can carry as many as our largest attribute score.
Yeah.
So 3. Should be 3 for all of us.
You
Mhm.
know what?
Okay.
I
Uh,
think that what's going to happen in addition, and we'll just say that this is brought out to you as you're doing some of this scavenging, is that as an inventory item, they're going to give you it's a little backpack satchel with a minor enchantment on it that makes it watertight and keeps things cool. It's not like magic freezing. It's just like insulated.
Right.
And it can hold 2 ingredients.
Okay, cool.
So a bonus 2 ingredients for the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So as the
I'm not actually convinced that we can get full up if we've got like
I-
4 creatures
Well,
to
well,
I
harvest
don't
there's a
one
have.
whole.
damage.
I only have +2.
So do I. So, and I already
I
have
have
2 ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
So
+3, so
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
I have
okay, but
So-
yeah, you killed a lot of things though. You had 2 of the
Yeah.
big brawlers. You had the boar thing. You had the wolf thing, and then lots of those spiders.
Definitely look up.
Well, I was just assuming that the minions, since they didn't have hit points, that
Um,
they wouldn't count.
Oh, okay. Well, they still they do though.
Oh, okay.
They're minions in terms of their difficulty. They do have like a hit point, like
They have a hit point score for like the threshold, but they don't actually have any hit point
I was
boxes to
just going
tick
to
off.
treat them like they have 1 hit point.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in any case, that means that they would produce 1 ingredient, which you could choose to either. Now, I'm going to say that a group of 4 counts as like
Okay.
1, right?
Mhm.
And so basically from the spiders, you can get either the fungus funk
hmm
poison. So first of all, let's see. There's how many spiders? 2, 3. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 groups of 4.
Yeah,
So
with my count too.
yeah, 6
Yeah.
groups of 4, which means that from each of those groups of 4, you can harvest either the poison, or you can get kind of a sweet spider fungus meat that is a sweet flavor.
So I would like to try and get the meat from at least one of them.
Well,
Or from
so
one.
let's count out like because this was my suspicion is that you might get full up, that we can kind of account for what there
Well-
is, so you can decide what you want to keep and what you don't
Yeah.
care about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So let's
Okay.
get that information first, and then decide what we want to take.
Yeah. So the brawlers have 7 hit points each. So they're going to each be able to pull out, 2 ingredients from each. And then the wolf and the boar. Let me get to my. I believe they're probably both going to be 2 ingredients as well. If I can get to the right page. Yes. No, so the wolf is only going to be 1, but the boar is going to be 2 as well. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to say I'm going to roll a d6 to see flavor um, what flavor each of those ingredients is going to be. Actually, okay. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to roll a D3 to basically determine for each ingredient whether it's more than one flavor. And then
Okay.
then I'll roll a d6 for each flavor that it has to tell you what it is, and then we'll figure out what it comes from, because these things are weird.
I have a name for one of the ingredients from the boar.
Okay, so
Portobello pork.
Okay, nice. I like that. So
Porcobello.
the first ingredient from the boar is going to have just one flavor to it, and that flavor is salty. And so that maybe the portobello pork.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys.
And what's the strength on that?
So that it's just one.
Okay.
That's what I was rolling the D3 for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second ingredient for the boar is going to be also just a single strength, one flavor, but the flavor for that one is sour.
Sour boar.
Yeah.
Okay. I added the portobello pork to my inventory. Somebody else can grab one of the others.
I think the weird it has weird crystal teeth, and so like the flesh around it, like its tongue and its like mouth, it's got an interesting sort of texture and is the sour flavor. So maybe it's
gummy gums.
Gummy gums.
Sure. So you take the salty boar or the sour boar?
I took the salty portobello pork.
Okay.
All right.
And someone else can take the gummy gums.
I have no room for anything, so.
All right, I'll take the gummy gums.
Well, so bearing in mind, of course, that you could dispose of some that you have already if you feel like the new flavors or combinations are better, right?
Right, or if they're more powerful, because
right.
Just
the wolf I
is
just rolled, it's only going to have one ingredient, but it's going to be a strength of 3, meaning it's going to have
three dice,
3 flavors. And so, the wolf, whatever ingredient you get from the wolf, is going to be sweet, bitter, and savory.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a triple flavor. That's worth.
Yeah.
What room do we have left?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got room for one more.
All right, what are we going to call it?
Sweet, bitter, and savory. Wolf.
Wolf brain.
Hold on.
Wolf brine? No, that's not salty.
Actually, like what came to my mind is the fluid around the brain.
No.
Okay. Hey.
Hard no.
Hard no. Okay.
Ideally, it does need to be something you would want it to.
Right.
That would want it to be good.
Yeah.
I guess, right. So.
Okay.
How about something like shroom wolf flank?
Sure.
Like a flank steak of shroom wolf. So shroom wolf flank.
All right.
Shroom wolf flank. It has a sweet, and the strength on all of those is 1.
Yeah, sweet, bitter, and savory.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And who grabbed that?
I've got that.
Nope, no one else got
okay.
that. I was going to say, Brett got that too.
All right. Now these brawlers are a little more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's 2 of them, 2 ingredients each. The first one is salty, bitter, and weird.
Ooh.
And then the second one is sweet and double weird.
Wow.
And
Salty,
like,
bitter, and weird. All right, so let's do salty, bitter, and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's do
I-
let's do that one. That'll be the head shrooms.
Okay, yeah,
Brawler,
Head
like
shrimp.
the brawler head shrooms.
sure.
Okay,
I
I'm
think.
gonna toss the portobello pork in order to take one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
Brawler head shrooms.
the sweet and weird, I'm going to suggest maybe kind of like the knuckles around their big sort of hard fists. Like there's a lot of sort of like hard bits that you don't want to eat in those huge fists, but like all of the sort of material that kind of is holding it together is.
Brawler knuckle sandwiches.
Yeah.
Brawler
that should be
Wow.
that should
And
be
that's
a recipe.
Mhm.
and that's salty and too weird.
And weird with
Yes.
strength
So-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have room for that?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's what I figured out about the Beast Feast screen
Mhm.
Yeah.
is that you can add the ingredients and then reduce it to 0, so that if we fight these things again and harvest again, I can just add a plus sign for what we've already
many.
decided these things have.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I see what
because
you mean.
the demi-plane has added a little beast feast sort of
And
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You-
All right, I've got one of those.
all right. And then, as mentioned too, that you have the backpack that'll have that can hold 2 extra ingredients. You also, from the spiders, you could get up to, 6 of the meat or 6 of the poison, like 6
I think-
total of either meat or poison.
I think we can go with all poison on that.
I mean, if you want that much poison, it's just going to take
Yeah,
up
I was gonna
6
say-
ingredient slots.
Yeah, I would say just like
Oh.
maybe split it
But
in
we could
half.
also give
3
that to
poison.
the to the manor folk.
Mhm.
We could do like split it in half, 3 poison, 3 meat.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming that whatever you don't take, you might offer
Yeah.
to the folk here.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you said the spider fungus meat was 1 sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. And Kyria would definitely make sure to use her fine skill to
Yeah.
to extract
Well, let's actually
the meat
let's do a roll
at least
actually.
as much as possible.
Yeah, let's do a roll to see just how that goes.
Okay.
I think it would be probably what's your agility, right?
2.
Agility plus.
We also have that bag we
skill.
can put 2 more ingredients into.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So agility and forager.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, forager is not really. I think you had huntress or something, right? I would
Okay,
say
huntress.
I would put that more just because forage. You know what? Actually, it's these funguses. So yeah, sure,
Yeah.
forager.
Okay. Well, regardless, there's a wellness experience.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Actually, that would be a 15 because I forgot to put the other +2 into it.
Okay. Oh yeah, for the experience.
Or
Okay.
15.
Yeah, 15. I think that basically that leaves unchanged the number that I had said before. I think if it had been really high, I might have given you even more. If it had been really low, we would have had some questionable ones.
Okay.
But I think yeah. So,
Mm.
but I'm not gonna. I'll tell you right now. You are confident that the whichever 6 you got, that you got what you wanted from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure, and what we can't carry of it, would figure let the manor,
Yeah.
Mhm.
use, because
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Oh yeah, sure. So I think Darla at some point, when you're finishing all of that up, is kind of standing off to the side, looking a little pale as you basically. Is it still called? It's butchering is still probably the appropriate term, even if they are made
Yeah.
of fungus.
Yeah.
But
I think so. Yeah.
Harvesting.
yeah. So I think she's kind of watching that and like just looking a little, the green skinned equivalent of green.
Greener.
A little purple.
Yeah, a little bit purple, but watching you do all of that and just say, the Manchego branch of berries has offered you free accommodations for tonight if you want that.
Yes, I think we do.
Yeah.
We'll put away our supplies for later.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Um
Oh.
yeah, so I think that's uh she's just staring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Curia would clean
If we made
clean
it
off her
through-
hands and then put it hand on her, just steer her away from.
Yeah.
I think the Lady Manchego would like you to return to your duties.
She actually looks up at you in alarm when you say that. But I've been dismissed for tonight, she said.
Well then,
Okay.
dismissed for the day. Then you should probably go and relax somewhere else.
She kind of wanders off stunned.
Mainly just Curia just wanted to get
Yeah.
her not
Yes,
looking.
before we head to berries, I would like to check in with the temple.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, go ahead.
the archives, and to talk to them in more detail. But I wanted to come by. I wanted to come by and just say hello to everyone, and before I and you know what is there a space in the dormitory for me? I would love to be able to sleep here again, just for old time's sake.
And I think that so like who is this that you would be asking this of? Is there like a head abbot or something?
Yeah. Abbot Bink,
Abbot
who is
Bink.
who is the readiest goblin you've ever seen in your life. He's, I mean, pencil neck does not even begin to cover it. You wonder how he holds himself up. But he has personally seen the golden slime, and that is enough to have secured his position as the abbot, and just like knows all of the catechism and all of the lore, and but is also just as batty as as 100 belfries.
He says,
You
of
deliver
course,
that
of
phrase.
course, my son. And he goes to like do the gesture that would be like putting a hand on your shoulder, except it's kind of on your knee. Of course, we always have room for you. We are going to have to move some boxes off of your bed, but we are happy to do that. They can be in the hallway while you're here. The golden slime has chosen you for a great destiny, I'm told.
It seems that way. We'll have to see. These things are never completely clear to us, of course.
Yes, the golden slime teaches us that we must be moldable and shapeable to whatever circumstances are sent our way.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I will return for once I have had some a meal with my companions, and but the slime be with you.
Slime be with you, my son.
And
And
also with you.
yeah, I think they are. They do end up like no one helps you with the boxes. You just like you just put them in the hallway. Um, so I think though that we're getting close to
Closing time.
our end of session. So what I would like to suggest as just sort of an ending note is um, the you know there's a lot of drinking tonight at Barry's.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I would invite everyone to give me a detail, but I'm just I as for folks who don't remember or haven't watched this, I mean, this is basically our fantasy TGI Fridays here or Chili's
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Chili's, I
Mhm.
guess, is really the touchstone there, huh, for Barry's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so, but I think that this is you know, a very scary attack was fought off with the help of
Mhm.
heroes who are in town special. One of them, hometown boy who's went out and made good. So I think there's lots of drinks getting passed around. I want to know who's indulging. How does that go? Let's just have sort of a little vignette montage of this spending the evening here.
Okay.
Kyria,
Okay.
Kyria is she you know she definitely will accept a drink, but she doesn't indulge a lot. She like in fact it seems like she kind of half the time she takes a sip she's like pretending to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, so it looks like she has a lot, but she doesn't.
Okay.
But she
Yeah.
definitely keeps enjoys the stories and I'm sure there's music and enjoys that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Zeke ends up drinking probably more than he should have. And there's a little goblin called Nomer who sits on his shoulders and steers him around by his horns,
Oh, boy.
like making like little noises, and it's like he's trying to pretend that he's a go-kart or something. It's like, go
Oh,
faster,
actually,
go faster.
I just realized something. Face a boar creature, curious drinking, and a bit too much. But
Right.
she just gets quieter and more sullen the more she drinks.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. And Zeke is having the time of his life being a go-kart.
Nice.
A goat cart, if you
A
will.
goat. A goat.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. How about Bright? How about Basilius?
um, Bass was a little shaken by that combat because he saw Zeke go down, and that wasn't great. So he does drink more than he normally would, and since he is the tallest member of the party, and these ceilings aren't that high, Basileus hits his head again and again, and more often as he gets more inebriated. Finally, that stops him from drinking because he's just winds up with a roaring headache from the ceiling and the eaves rather than the actual drink. He's gonna have a bruise in the morning.
Nice. I think oh sorry, go ahead for Bright.
Bright is not indulging in a great deal of the mind affecting substances. Um,
They don't do
the
mead?
No meat.
it has he has a bit of mead, but the goblins get into some crazy stuff. So so yeah, he's learned over the years that it's like, oh, try this one. No, don't. And he tries to keep his companions from, no, not those mushrooms. No, not those mushrooms at all. That- No, just don't. Trust me, don't. You don't need to see what the no. Just don't. And but yeah, he's it's nice to have civilized, well, semi-civilized food. It's goblin food after all, but um once in a while, you can't the beast feast way of life is not always gourmet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he does just have a little bit of like I do want to find out what that brawler hedgehog tastes like.
Mm.
And uh yeah.
So, yes. I sorry. Did you have more, or I think?
And he retires fairly early and goes
Okay.
back to the temple.
So I think because you're staying at Barry's rather than do the make a feast move, it is the more typical Daggerheart long rest rules here,
Mhm.
which is that you can choose 2 downtime activities. The ones that you can have to choose from: tend to all wounds, clear all stress, repair all armor, prepare, which gains you hope, work on a project in your downtime, and you can choose 2 from that list. Obviously, if, for example, you and like repair armor, you could repair and your allies' armor, for example.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna repair my armor and tend to my wounds because
Okay.
I'm hurting both
Yeah.
ways.
Tend to my wounds is not an option on the long rest drop down menu.
Okay. It's what does it have? It probably
Well,
just called.
you can do
Probably
that
just says clear
manually,
wounds.
right?
Okay. Clear.
I might just call it like clear wounds or something instead of tend to all wounds.
Yeah, there's a clear HP, but
Yeah, that's
I
it.
can't. Yeah, there's a. I can't.
Oh, go to Barry.
What?
Well,
Okay.
you can just
Oh, there it
clear
is. There it is. You have to mark go to Barry's restaurant on the
Yes.
little switch. And
Okay.
then
And yeah,
Yeah.
normally a berries would cost you gold to do those things, but you're getting it paid for tonight.
yeah.
It's interesting that the Beast Feast forces you to do it like that instead of just letting you just do it. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So
I'm
in
gonna
any case, you all
and
can make those selections as you like, but I think probably that is where we will. Oh yes, yes.
one of my downtime activities was work on a project. My
Okay.
Ghost Scorpion dagger.
Okay.
Which,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
let's see, that was a DC 12 finesse check.
All right.
So, do I have any disadvantage or advantage or any
Sounds like you got
modifiers for
drunk, so
my
I think
drunk?
yeah. Let's say disadvantage because you got drunk.
Okay, I figured. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Ooh, 7.
Okay. I think that
Wait.
what?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. I
Yeah. So I think I think that probably is
just
yeah.
no
You're
progress.
you're gonna gain a hope for rolling with hope, but I think yeah, you don't really make any meaningful progress.
I imagine she's got her materials out and it's just work yeah clumsily working and then just on the table.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So I think then we will leave our heroes as they enjoy their, the spoils of victory, uh, and at Manchego Manor, the Berries franchise, and perhaps we will find out what more they can learn before they continue their adventure in Daggerheart on so many levels.
So many
So many
levels!
levels.